All right, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about keeping your children locked up so you can get work done. I'm kidding. We're talking about deserving. My name is Rodney.
And I'm Keith, and this is the Dad Chronicles, More in Common Dad Chronicles, where we decided to record some videos for our daughters as they begin their journey so they can look back and see the things that we think about, the things that we talk about, the things that affect our days. And then we put it out there for you all to build some community and get some conversation going, which has increased in the recent days, which I am loving. So yeah, and I'm still here on the floor, back out, but I got a doctor's appointment.
I hope these videos are like a month apart. So we were like, oh my God, Keith, are you okay?
Are you okay? Yeah, doctor's appointment tonight, so that's positive. So yeah.
Talk about deserving, man.
Deserving.
Let's get into it. So
let's get into
this
it.
morning has been a shit show here. And deserving came up. So I don't know. Hold on one second and I'll help you. My historical frame on deserving has been something like, if you work hard, you deserve to win. And then from a religious perspective, growing up Catholic and Christian, it's been like, you actually don't deserve anything, but you get it anyway through grace. And so it's only been recently that I've kind of peeled that back and understood what it means for me. And I think deserve is it's a super loaded word that means a lot and probably nothing at the same time. What do you think about it?
It was a couple of years ago. You had made, I think, an offhand comment about deserve. I don't remember. I have no idea what the context was, but it was one of those, like, do you really deserve anything? Kind of one of those old school Rodney, like, want to play devil's advocate kind of comments. And it stuck with me. And in that, I actually find the word to be, for me, useless. Because
useless?
I don't think I deserve anything. I actually don't think any of us deserve anything. Do we earn things? Sure. Do we work hard to get them? Absolutely. Do we, are there positive responses that are proper and appropriate for an action or effort that you put forward for somebody else? Sure. Do you deserve it just because you did something good? I mean, what is deserve at that point, right? To me, deserve is an entitled word that says, so long as you do things, you deserve other things, whether it's good or bad, right? Like, you deserve to be put in the electric chair because you killed somebody.
You deserve to be locked up.
You deserve to be locked up. And I find it to be...
It's more like you earned to be locked up.
Yeah, like you've earned it through your actions.
I don't
know if you ever deserve. Tell me.
Human decency. I think, so this goes to the core of like anchoring humanity, compassion, conversation. Like for me, compassion is the answer. Compassion is like what we all need. Because compassion doesn't require, I don't need to know you. I don't need to know anything about you. Even if I do know something about you, like it doesn't matter.
So what you're saying,
like a basic human. So I'm saying like we deserve to be treated as humans and like respected as such,
regardless of our actions or what we do.
Yeah,
because just by existing,
regardless of what you've earned.
That's
even
right.
If you've earned that prison sentence,
yeah, you deserve to be treated with decency.
And Reese vehemently agrees.
Even if I don't like you, you still deserve a kind treatment for me to just say hello.
Of respect.
A modicum of, and I wouldn't even say a modicum of human consideration. In that we all make mistakes, we all screw up, some more than others, some in bigger fashions than others. Doesn't mean you deserve to be treated less than a human. And then the question comes in, well, what about in child sexual assault or other things? Like, there are moments where I know in this argument there is a deeper conversation. But
No,
even then, I don't
think
think
it.
we
I think
deserve.
it's more. I think it's more simple. I think everybody deserves human decency. You can earn your way out of society. You can
Yeah.
earn your way out of being allowed to live in a neighborhood because you've been a molester or whatever. Like you can earn that. That doesn't mean that you should be treated like a piece of dirt.
Hmm.
And my opinion. And so like that's just
Yeah, and I think, and I don't disagree with that, because I
it's not
feel
easy
like
to enact, I
it's
don't think.
not. It is not easy. It is not a
Well,
space that the human
it's uncomfortable to
condition,
say.
yeah, the human condition wants to allow. But on the other side, if we are to be um, pillars of decency as it relates to human interactions, we shouldn't have exceptions in how we treat others. They may
Yeah, I
not
mean,
earn,
because I
like,
think it's just
we don't have to have them over for dinner.
yeah, I think
Like,
it's just
you
conflating
know,
terms, right? Like
yeah,
there's human decency, but that doesn't mean that you can't be punished. It doesn't mean that you
that's right.
can't be, you know what I'm saying? Like when I say a modicum of respect, respect as a human being. That's like
Yeah.
that doesn't mean I like you. Doesn't mean I agree with you. Like I think that's where the deserving of human decency comes in because I don't have to agree with your political affiliations or your thoughts on race or
Hmm.
whatever to recognize that you're a person. And with that, I know that I've got a whole bunch of crap going on up here that affects my decisions and makes me do things that are good and bad and in the middle and probably you the same. So I can leave just like a little bit of space to be like,
Yeah,
you're a person.
there's a component to that that basically says, our condition, our mental condition is fragile, and we actually don't have, generally speaking, a lot of space for exception, right?
Yeah.
So if I am saying you are not deserving of decency as an exception, I'm opening up a slippery slope where I might not give most people decency for all kinds of reasons, simply so I don't have to give them decency. Whereas if the general rule is, in your mind, for yourself, not is that everybody deserves decency from me, regardless of what they do. My default then is to give people decency, whether it's in a conversation where we disagree, whether it's because you said something hateful, whether it's because you did something abhorrent that we can all agree earns you a certain response socially.
Yeah, I mean, if like the
We
social
can still
contract
give
is,
decency.
if the social contract that we've all signed up for in a democracy is like, hey, the death penalty exists, so you can earn that, and you could get into the death penalty, and like then the application there would be, in my opinion, uh, what's the most reasonable or humane way, painless way, kind way? Kind's not the word, but what's the best way to go about executing that sentence? Because we could torture people, we could hang, like we could go
Right.
a super painful way,
Right.
but is that what we're trying to be? Would that be living up to that idea of human decency, in my opinion, or like
So
per this conversation?
I do not believe that we deserve anything, good or bad. Um, I actually don't like the word and try not to use it as much as possible. But I also understand the desire for others to use it. So I don't judge it. But I'm curious, do you think we deserve things, good or bad? How do you feel about the word deserve?
Deserve.
And note to self, be kind, be kind, be kind.